Binta wakes with the certainty that something unnatural has invaded their lives. She tests a growing suspicion, carrying Etam near the forest shrine while monitoring his reactions. The results terrify her. His seizures intensify immediately upon approaching the sacred ground, as if invisible threads are tightening around his body. At the overcrowded local health clinic, Binta convinces the exhausted nurse to let her review medical records from the past 5 years. What she discovers make her stomach turn like spoiled palm wine. Children from families who sought Ndoli's help have developed mysterious conditions that worsen at precisely the same times international news reports show the Django performing dramatic interventions overseas. The correlation is mathematically impossible to ignore. Binta maps dates and symptoms with the precision a telecommunications training taught her. Each time Ndoli leaves for overseas crisis work, local children suffer. When she saves earthquake victims in Morocco, 3 children in Douala develop unexplained fevers. When she stops a cholera outbreak in Chad, 2 local boys begin having seizures. Keso grows increasingly desperate, watching her son deteriorate. She bundles Etam in her best clothes and attempts to carry him to the neighboring district where a cousin works at a better equipped medical facility. But something impossible happens on every route they try. Roads that should lead away from their neighborhood somehow curve back toward the forest shrine. Side paths through farmland end at the same sacred clearing. The village boundaries have become an invisible prison, and Ndoli holds the only key. When word spreads about Binta's research, other desperate families approach them. Together, they march to the forest shrine, demanding explanations, their voices raised in shared outrage and fear. But Ndoli doesn't deny their accusations when she appears among the gathering shadows. Instead, she reveals her philosophy with the pride of someone unveiling a masterpiece. The Django explains that she has discovered how to channel local life energy to power her international interventions. The process requires sacrifice, she admits, but the mathematics are undeniable. Trading a few local lives to save hundreds internationally represents moral evolution, difficult choices that only someone with global vision could understand. She creates new vision in the humid air, showing her recent successes at refuge camps and disaster zones. Thousands of lives saved through her supernaturally enhanced abilities. Headlines praising her miraculous interventions, aid organizations competing for her attention. Each intervention more dramatic than the last, requiring more power to achieve the spectacular results that feed her growing reputation. The gathered families watch in horrified fascination as she describes the process. They find it stupid that Ndoli, the spiritual village healer, uses local children for an important task. Elder Bakole's voice shakes with rage as he accuses her of murdering children for fame. But Ndoli corrects him with gap-toothed certainty. She saves the world while they cling to narrow tribal thinking. She pauses frequently during her explanation, checking her calabash, which is a mystical communications. It tells her about another emergency demanding her attention. Then, Ndoli presents her ultimatum with the casual cruelty of someone discussing weather. 5 more families must volunteer their children's life force for our next mission. Comprehensive refugee camp healing that will save tens of thousands. The moral mathematics are simple, she continued. The village should sacrifice 5 to save 50. The alternative is watching Etam die as his spiritual energy drains completely within the next 24 hours. To demonstrate her sincerity, she accelerates the supernatural connection. Etam begins convulsing every 4 hours, each seizure more violent than the last, his small body burning with fever that no medicine can touch. As the families disperse in shock and terror, Binta notices something that chills her more than Ndoli's threats. The mystical communications calabash device behind the shrine isn't receiving messages from locations. The symbols and text flow outward from the jungle's emotional states, not inward, but external sources.